Hello, 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 hello. Hello everyone and welcome to the new year. I haven't done that song entrance in a while just because it takes up time. But I was feeling it today and I wanted to bring that in here. It made me happy. And I think that is actually the context for today's conversation. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. And I want to explore something here around the happy part of it. You see, it is January once again, and as part of an annual tradition, we've now entered Joyful January. And last year when I announced and really brought Joyful January to existence for the first time, to fruition, it had come from a place where I actually had still yet to fully understand what joy meant for me. And throughout this year here, I wanted to kind of set some context for that, kind of set a shared definition for us to be able to play with here all throughout Joyful January. And really to use that to explore what it would take to create an actual happy new year. Not just the day, but like the year. So let's start off here. Joy. I want to thank you all firstly because you all had been asking me, Nemo, when you say joy, what do you mean? What's the difference between joy and happiness? So on and so forth. And it took me most of the year, but I came up with a definition that really feels to be authentic and true. To me, joy is the unabashed and unrestrained expression of yourself. When you're in that place where you're just completely unrestrained and just able to express yourself in a way that is true to you, that's when real joy is being able to be experienced. So as we look at January here and we look into starting off our year, I want to be able to give us a place to start from a place of self-expression, from a place of being able to share more about who we are and what we want and how we're going to get to it. As we're off setting New Year's resolutions, I'll be honest, I haven't set a resolution in several years. Like, I'm setting goals all throughout the year. January is just another month when it comes there. But as we're taking this time to do goal setting and resolutions and look forward to what we want to get out of the year, and really giving ourselves a chance to reset and restart, I'm going to invite you to think about what would make it a joyful year for you. What would happen in January that will allow you to express more of yourself. And it's really interesting. I talk about joy, and for a while I stopped talking about it. I wasn't talking about joy at all because I felt I was getting pigeonholed. I felt that I was getting restricted in what I could do and what I could say because it came from a place of joy being this like external positive energy. I'm thinking about the genie right now, like phenomenal cosmic power, itty bitty living space, that thing right there. And that's kind of what it felt like. Joy was this thing where it was so powerful, but it was so restrictive because it meant that each time I came out, each time I interact with people, they had this expectation that I would just be this. And so went on a journey of experimenting with different ways of being. And really what I realized was that when I could just be in all the variations of it, that's when I was able to experience the most joy. I can experience joy from an intense conversation. I can experience joy from being able to experience anger or sadness, to be able to sit down and, like, there are times this year that I've been incredibly grateful for feeling the emotion of sadness. I've been incredibly grateful for having people in my life where I can just be angry around. I've been incredibly grateful for being able to just express myself as I am in the moment. So when we look at Joyful January for you, and as you look into this year, give yourself some time to explore what might it actually look like for you to truly express yourself. It might be in the way that you're being. It might be in the way that you dress. It might be in the things that you do. It might be in the things that you say and in the space that you give yourself to actually feel comfortable and owning what you say. This is going to be an incredible month. And I really encourage you to take some time to express yourself and see what that brings up for you. See what challenges that brings up for you. See where you feel resistance towards it. And use this as a foundation to go off and create a truly happy new year. A new year that brings you that joy, it brings you happiness throughout there. And we'll start off with just this month. I'm really excited to see what you express. Express to me your thoughts about this in the comments here. I love to read these things here. I'm also realizing, for me, one of the things that I like to do is I respond to comments. I've also noticed that what brings me joy is to take the time to respond back to people who have shared a little bit more on their comments. And at first I was feeling bad about it. I was like, oh, maybe I need to come back and respond to everyone. Know that I'm seeing you. If you get a like or something from me, like I've read it and I'm there with you. And I also take some extra time to respond back to people who took a few more seconds as well. That brings me joy. It gives me a chance to really connect and to explore and grow with each of you. So I'm Nemo Ashong, pioneer leader of the World Joy Movement, and the founder of Enjoyment. Wherever you're watching this, go ahead and leave a message, leave a comment. I'd love to get back to you, and I'd love to continue to interact with you. All right? Here is to an incredible, incredible year. Here's to a happy new year, and here's to a very, very joyful January. Talk to you all soon. Bye.